Once you talk to Merrick, you get a scene with Radek.
Je to připravené?
Not ready yet, Radek.
Still no word on Puppet 12?
I was just leaving.
Oh, are you a tourist?
I suppose I am.
Then please come to my marionette show this afternoon. I'm sorry, I should introduce myself. I'm Radek Napovim.
Oh, I'm Nancy Drew.
And I'm a master puppeteer. Normally, I work hard to keep the old traditions alive. When you come, you will see Proc's history come to life. I promise.
Sounds interesting. I look forward to being there.
And I will see you at the theater.
Alright, so that's the guy Elka has a crush on. Yeah. So, that's like 3 different people who said Nancy needs to go to the puppet theater. Nancy needs to see a puppet show. It's a very important show. It's about the 7 keys. And the name of this game is Mystery of the 7 Keys. So obviously, we've got to see this puppet show. We've got to learn what's up. Doot, 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 doot. It's time to start the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to get things started on the puppet show tonight. Wait, show delayed? Please hang tight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Radek? I was promised an awesome puppet show. What's going on here, mister?
Oh, you came! Except, I'm sorry, I may not have a show for you or the fans. My assistant couldn't come today. The puppets don't operate themselves.
Well, that would be disappointing. Is there something I can help with?
Yeah, there's a lot to do. The stage has to be set up. The marionettes need their costumes. No, I couldn't ask you, but, well, will you?
How much time do we have? We'd better get started.
I mean, what? Wait, you're serious? That's great! The show must go on.
The puppet show puzzle is a very long and complicated puzzle. Here is the solution for the first 4 scenes. And here is the solution for the next 3 scenes. There are 30 different things we've got to set up. So, let's get started. First, we need to figure out which puppet shows up. And Radek's notes are not very helpful. Somebody greets everybody, then the scribe has a line, then somebody reads from a scroll, and then the scribe introduces the new king. So we kind of deduce who the characters are based on the lines. Like, the line of greeting everybody, that's the first line. It's got to be this one. That's greeting someone. So it's King Maria Theresa. King Maria Theresa. And then the next frame here is going to be the scribe. The scribe is going to praise King Maria. So, Royal Scribe. The scribe says, yes, you are the only woman to hold the position in her own right. Now for frame number 3, Maria Theresa is going to read from the scroll. So the scroll is going to go here. That's a prop. It's King Maria who's here. And King Maria says, this line about the decree. Then the 4th frame, the scribe introduces the new king, which is this line over here, and the scribe reads from the scroll. So that's how we do scene 1.
All right, let's go.
We have to do this 6 more times. We've got 6 more scenes to go through. Whew! So, a new king enters. This king is Charles IV. So we have Charles IV. He says, "Stop! That is my crown!" And he grabs the crown. in the next frame, Maria Theresa recognizes him and says, "Whoa, wait a minute, are you the king that built the cathedral?" And King Charles says, yes. And he still has the crown. On the fourth frame, Maria Theresa is going to say, "Whoa, were you the king that built the Charles Bridge?" And the bridge is the prop, according to the notes. And then the final frame is going to be Charles. He's going to say, "Yep, that was me. I totally built the bridge." I think he named the bridge after himself. Yeah.
This doesn't feel quite right.
Oh no! I forgot that he has the crown on that line, so he still has the crown.
Now, this scene doesn't go something like this. It goes exactly like this.
Radek's notes are a little different on Amateur Sleuth mode. Here on Master Sleuth mode, they're very useless, but the solution is the same on both gameplay modes. So the Royal Scribe is going to be a little butt kisser here and go, "Oh, King Charles, you did so many more wonderful things. I love you so much." And then next, Charles is going to say, "Yeah, I am fantastic. Yes, thank you. And I deserve the crown." And then someone says, "Not anymore." That's Maria Theresa, because Maria is part of the conversation. And what happens now? A new king enters and says, "Me, hello, I, King Rudolph II. So clearly it's King Rudolph II who says that line. And he takes the crown. And we have to figure out who's asking, "Oh, you deserve the crown." Why? You know, it could be Charles saying that. That would make sense.
I've nearly got it, but something is still off.
But the game doesn't accept that solution. You'll notice these frames are all correct, so they're green. But because this one is off, it's yellow. So, could it have been the scribe who said that line?
I've nearly got it, but something is still off.
No. It must be the final character who's still on the stage, King Maria.
All right, let's go.
Scene 4. So Rudolph II is going to boast about his achievements, and as we've kind of seen here, like every other line, the characters tend to trade off dialogue. So every other line is going to be Rudolph. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And he has the crown every single time. So let's give him the crown every single time. Good, good. So that takes care of like half of this scene. Okay, so he says, "Well, I brought Prague into the Renaissance." And then the scribe interjects. The scribe is going to interject here with a buzzkill moment saying, "Excuse me, you spent way too much time and money on your personal pet projects." And Rudolph's like, oh, okay, sure, but I put Prague on the map." And then the game tells us we don't even get to pick a puppet here. The game tells us it's Maria Theresa, so I guess a lot of people got messed up on this particular moment. So she says, "How did that help the people?" And we know that because the next line is, wait, whoa, help the people? What's that? Huh. That's Rudolph who gives that line, as we already determined. And then the final line is going to be Maria Theresa just laughing at him.
Great, let's do it.
Now for scene 5. Narrates the tale, interrupts them, new king. They don't recognize the new king. So the new king's got to be the one king we haven't seen yet, which is Leopold II, right? So the new king is going to say exactly right. And the first one was narrates a tale, so it's going to be, the story goes da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And that is going to be the royal scribe reading from the scroll, because the scribe is always holding that scroll. And then Maria interrupts him. Then we know the new king enters and says exactly right. And then nobody recognizes him, so that line must be, "Who are you?"
All right, let's go.
Scene 6 is short, so that's good. Leopold introduces himself. So that's got to be this line of dialogue, and it's got to be Leopold saying it, because he says, "I'm your son, King Leopold." And he's got the crown. And then no clues for this one at all. It's the keymaker. The keymaker says, "Here, at your service, here are the keys." And then the final line, our only clue is keys, which is not helpful, because we had 2 lines of dialogue about keys, right? So Leopold is going to say, "I gave the keys to 7 people." And it makes more sense that he would say that as opposed to the keymaker saying that, right? At least I think that's it. We'll give the crown to Leopold, and that will be the end of scene 6.
Now, this scene doesn't go something like this. It goes exactly like this.
Man, this is a long puzzle. One of my friends was like, okay, I started the puzzle, and then I saw it goes on for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, nope, I'm gonna cheat my way through the puzzle. I'm not solving it legitimately. That's what my friend said, anyway. Alright, so, Maria is going to be sorry for him. Weird. That's not what the dialogue is, right? You were right. The crown doesn't belong to anyone. That doesn't sound like I'm feeling sorry for you, Mr. Leopold. So, Keymaker delivers something, so it's obviously the Keymaker saying, here are your keys. So he's probably delivering the keys at this point. Very similar to his previous line, which was, "At your service, here are the keys." And we finish with, "The jewels have been safe ever since." This one is from the Royal Scribe, who it still has the scroll. The scribe always has the scroll.
Great, we did it. This would be fun to do again.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all around the world. Today, you will see the magic of the theater and relive the time when the world stage was made for the marionettes. See one of the oldest art forms come to life. Gather round and experience the wonder and mystery of kings, keys, and the secrets of the Royal Bohemian Crown Jewels.
Alright, let's watch the show.
Good day to all of you. I am King Maria Theresa. Yes, I'm a king. Have you seen my beautiful crown?
Yes, it must be known that this royal is the only woman to hold the position in her own right.
You see, even in the decree, it wasn't easy to be recognized and crowned a ruler as a woman.
And yet, you were crowned, and wore this special coronation crown thanks to His Highness, the Holy Roman Emperor, King of Bohemia, Charles IV.
Stop! That is my crown!
The king who led the building of the St. Vitus Cathedral?
Yes.
The king who built the Charles Bridge?
The same. And I commissioned that crown. It has become the symbol of the people, and it has been decreed that only the true king could wear it and hold the crown jewels.
Oh, you did so much more.
Well, you could go on and on. I'm flattered. But yes, you see, that crown truly belongs to me.
Not anymore. Now it belongs to...
Me! Hello! I, King Rudolph II, do in fact deserve the crown.
You deserve the crown? Why?
Well, I brought Proc into the Renaissance. We learned to read the stars, and I made Proc the center of discovery, with alchemy labs throughout the castle and...
Excuse me, O King, but I do see here that you did spend a great deal of time and money on those mysterious, mystical experiments.
Yes, there is that. But I put Prague on the map.
That's nice, but how did all that help the people?
Help the people?
Ha! Does that sound like someone who deserves the crown?
Wait, no, my crown!
The story goes that rulers and wars would come and go, and the crown jewels were scattered to many different places.
Until the Czech estates demanded that the king bring the crown jewels back to Prague.
Exactly right. They belong to the people.
Who are you?
I am your son, King Leopold II. I brought the crown jewels home. Then, I commissioned a case to keep them safe. My royal keymaker created 7 very special keys. At your service, the 7 keys to lock it up. And I gave those keys to 7 specially appointed people who could only unlock the case together.
You were right. The crown doesn't belong to anyone but the Czech people.
Here, your grace, the keys. And the crown jewels have been safe in Prague ever since.
Woohoo! Yay! It's the end of the show! Woo! Yeah! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Thank you for coming to our show. And thank you to my assistant, Nancy Drew.
Yay! Woohoo! Yeah! Woo! Wow, that show was long. Okay, that's the.
You saved the day. No, seriously, thank you. Thank you so much for your help. I don't know what I would have done without you.
Happy to help.
I hoped you liked the show. You, sort of seem like you might have some questions about the legends and hidden mysteries of Prague. Well, I'd be happy to answer them.
How did you know?
That's the story of the 7 keys. You need all 7 keys to open the door to the vault where they keep the crown jewels.
Is the story a legend?
Okay, so what's awesome is that many of the tales that I base my marionette shows on are actual famous legends. And in this story, the legend is a true one. See, old King Leopold did bring the crown jewels back to Prague to be kept in the castle. But they're not there anymore.
Where are they?
I took them.
You would be quite a thief if you managed that.
And if I were a thief, I would be quite a thief. But for now, the crown jewels are safe inside St. Vitus Cathedral, forever protected under vault and 7 keys.
I'm a detective. You should not make jokes about being a thief right in front of me. I might have you arrested, buddy.
Who holds the 7 keys now?
Nowadays, only the most important people. The president, the lord mayor, the dean of St. Vitus. And so on, you get the picture. The guards no longer hold the keys. No movie stars, football players, or puppeteers, sadly.
What happens when they want to open the vault?
All of the key holders must come together. So they say.
So no one could steal each key and open the vault?
Do you think it would be that easy?
It could be. That's what worries me.
Come now. They've been safe for hundreds of years.
What if one of the keys gets lost or, it breaks? They are hundreds of years old.
I should get going.
And, Nancy has one of the keys right here. Yeah, Nancy has one of the 7 keys. I guess that means Nancy Drew is more important than the president.
Hey, Nancy.
Let's finish that conversation with Radek.
It seems like you care a lot about the puppets. Why do you put on shows every day?
Actually, marionettes. Do you know the difference? No, you're good, if you do. It's just that I work with marionettes for fame and fortune, of course.
Seriously?
I am serious. I would have to be. You just experienced what skill is needed to keep things untangled.
I did. It's a lot harder than it looks. Why do it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, if I don't, who will? Look around you. We sell our heritage and people know so little of the real history. For centuries, marionette shows have kept our Czech language and culture alive. And okay, this may sound nuts, but I think if people know, they'll care.
It's really admirable of you to work so hard to keep your family and your country's traditions alive.
Oh, thank you. I really enjoy talking to people like you who show genuine interest. You know, and the children, they at least are entertaining.
That they are. Your accent sounds very American. Have you spent time there?
No, I've learned many languages during my acting career. But it is amazing what you can pick up from playing games and watching television in other languages.
I was going to guess he became a puppeteer because he was a big fan of Pinocchio.
I learned a lot.
There's always more to learn if you want to come by again tomorrow. If my assistant doesn't show up again, maybe you would be interested in some extra work while you're in town? Never mind, just... Well, thanks.
If I have time, I will, thanks. Elka recommended your show to me. I'll have to let her know I enjoyed it.
Thanks? She's like a kid sister to me.
Oh, good to know.
Oh no! He doesn't feel the same way about Elka. He does not have a crush on her. Oh, they're never gonna start dating each other and fall in love. And it's just tragic. Okay, so now that we're done with the puppet show and we've talked to Radek about everything, we can meet Leo. Leo's office is over here. You can kind of see the sign that says Dean of the Metropolitan Chapter of St. Vitus Cathedral. Wow, that is a very long title. His office is here. Here we go.
The Dean is not available.
Why are you here?
I am the assistant to the Dean. My career isn't quite as stagnant as some.
Onsem notsem nuit.
Really? First I've heard of it.
I am the director of the gym's exhibit. We have important matters to discuss.
Oh, and he would be happy to meet with you, Mr. Dvorak, once he returns from his trip.
That is not soon enough.
His schedule is very tight, but I will see what I can do to fit you in before he leaves, and I do look forward to speaking to you then.
Just stay out of my way. You will regret delaying our meeting.
All right. So when you go to the Dean's office, you overhear that conversation between Oscar and the Dean's secretary. The secretary does not want Oscar to go anywhere near the Dean. The other entrance to this area is here, right here. See the museum? Yeah, here it is. So that's the other way that you can reach the Dean's office in this game. When you overhear that conversation, you get a text message from the Hardy Boys. Let's read it. They say, "Hey, Nancy, you finally got the email." You know, Nancy's had her computer for a while now. She finally got the important email from the handsome secret agent. So now Nancy can finally go to the cafe and open her email and read it. And that's what we'll be doing in the next video.